From the great state of Texas, you are now listening to Skip the Noise podcast, which is a Rounded Edge media production. Thank you so much for joining us. And by us, of course, I am referring to, you already know, but I'll say it anyways, Rick, a.k.a. the Brown Python, Ben, a.k.a. Mexican Nostradamus, and myself, Benjamin. Call me whatever you want, Astronaut Commander Ben.
Yeah.
Harris County Cooler King, whatever suits you. But I want to open the show by stating that this will be, so last episode, I had misinformed you by saying that would be our last episode. No, well, I underestimated the work ethic of this trio. We're putting out one more before 2021 hits, and I'm proud to say that because we just keep grinding. But on that note, a lot of shows, a lot of podcasts, or radio shows, any kind of audio production or even, video production, it's the last episode. They'll half-ass and they'll do a fucking year in review. We're not doing that shit. There's way too much shit this week to talk about. And that's what Skip the Noise does. We don't half-ass. We don't fucking call it in and do a year in review because that's bullshit. I might do that as a bonus. I'm thinking about that. I'm on vacation this week, so I have a little bit of extra time, more so than I normally do. I'm not promising. I always be careful. I'm throwing it out there though. So let me know if that's something that you might want to see. Maybe I could edit together a couple of highlights, or I could just talk some shit on my own. We'll see how that plays out. But the thing on everybody's mind right now is when are we going to get that money?
That money.
That money, dude.
I want my COVID money.
There's new strains of COVID ripping through England, and now we've got a case on record in Colorado, I believe. It's all that OG Kush they're ingesting in there. It's getting these crazy COVID things started. But because of that, obviously we need some money. You know what I mean? My SNAP benefits, I only got like a couple $100 left on my because I was like, hey, I got a lot of kids, so I'm crafty at the paperwork. But what's up with this stimulus? Before we started recording, Ben, in a surprising move, had actually praised the current president on how he handled this. So the first thing I want to know coming out of Ben's mouth is how, tell us about that. How do you think this played out?
It was the highest class of political mastery I think I've seen, and probably I would have to say since Clinton.
And if if you're a first time listener to this podcast, go back and listen.
Ben's comments about
the dude that just said this has made a audio career out of criticizing the current president. So Ben, continue. I just want to lay that out there. This is breaking new ground.
I can always be, you gotta, when you see class, you gotta throw it out there. And this is probably one of the greatest political masterstrokes since probably Clinton. Don't get me wrong. Obama was a good president. He was stately. Bush did with what he had. He did good things. But what Trump did was he orchestrated almost a coup de grace, one of the most, and it's funny because you didn't see it coming until it really hit. So with the new, the bill coming in for the funding, the $600 per person, he said, no. I need $2,000. And it looked like, and the Republicans played with it, like he was going against his own party for this, which was never what was happening. This was the best orchestrated attack I've ever seen. All the Republicans said, no, we're not going to do that. Fuck that. They're going to do it. Everyone's going to get $2,000. It's going to happen because Republicans want this to happen. The 2 senators in Georgia have already backed it. It's going to happen. So with that being said, he built a straw man, and he did that by telling everyone, I'm definitely going to be, we want these $2,000. I'm going to go against my own party. But now that it's in the Senate, McConnell, of course, acted like he was, Cruella de Vil. I'm the bad person, but really he wasn't. Because now they're tying it to Section 230 of the bill, which is the protections for Facebook and all the internet people that have been bashing him. In order to get the $2,000 stimulus, you're going to have to get rid of that section, because guess who they're going after next? Facebook, Twitter, all the social media companies are going to get smashed. And he did it by tying it to the $2,000 stimulus. That is politics. That was a masterful stroke. That is how you play 4D chess. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I mean, every Democrat right now should feel played, because they were played. AOC was played. What's her name? I don't know how I could forget her name. She's old as shit in the Congress. The Pelosi was played. Schumer was played. They said, "Oh, we're all about this $2,000 for real." Yeah. Well, you're just gonna sign it, Mr. President. I'll sign it, but you're gonna repeal the section that protects social media. Because if you really believe in the American people, why are you going to protect a bunch of billionaires? It was such a brilliant move by him that I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. If this guy actually played these type of games and was actually able to, what would I say?
You know, he used Congress's own greed against them.
Yes, I'm telling you, it was
because
brilliant.
These assholes wanted to pass a $600 bill.
Yep.
And he and everybody knew they were bullshit, man. It seemed like the only ones who didn't know it was bullshit was Congress.
Yep. And he's open. I'm telling you, he's opening up the floodgates against the people that destroyed him. And there's going to be retribution of a nemesis type. I'm telling you, dude, this was a masterful stroke. I don't care if you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a communist, you're whatever the fuck you are, you're a Martian. If you don't see that he played everyone, you're an asshole, because this was brilliant. It was such a wolf in sheep's clothing type play that, I mean, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. That was his first chance of him playing. He played 4D chess. He played everybody. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And you know what? We're going to get the $2,000, and Facebook and Twitter are going to get smashed.
They're shitting their pants right now.
Yep. They're
terrified. Hey, you know what? The long dick of the law came back for them.
It did. I'm telling you, dude. I give credit where credit's due, and that's due. He fucking did it, bro. He really fucking did it. And so if that asshole had acted like that, I don't think he would have lost. I think he would have won by a landslide.
But you know he did. But you know what? That's another story.
No, he did. Fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm being for real though. Like in reality, had he done that, we wouldn't even have the questions of cheating or anything, because he would have won by that much of an overwhelming majority. It was brilliant. It was masterfully done, and I think this is probably the first time he listened to his advisors, and he struck a death blow to the Democrats, because that's their big, their big podium. That's where they make the most noise, is on these SJW sites. And now they're being taken down. So I have to say it, man. And you know what? Democrats won the battle. Trump won the war.
It could have been avoided had Congress just done the right thing the first time.
No, but that wasn't the point. They don't ever do the right thing. He knew that.
I know, but this could have all been avoided had they said, you know what, everybody gets $2,000. Sudan doesn't get their aid. Pakistan, they're going to be wondering about their gender forever. We don't need this shit right now.
Yep. I'm telling you, he exposed it.
Yeah, dude, he exposed it a lot. And they had no choice but to backtrack. Everybody had to backtrack it. Even the Democrats had to say, okay, fine, you know what, send us your bill. Give us your bill. And then guess what he did? He put it in there. It's like, okay.
And he's going to take out Section 230, and he's going to take revenge on those that are against him. And guess what? Since he's going to become a media corporation, I mean, this was such a you don't understand, and I don't think anyone understands in my mind the road that he has laid out. He is now going to open up the floodgates on these companies, because he's going to become one. And he's going to have all the rules. I'm telling you guys, it's fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Whether you like Trump or don't, you have to understand. It's just like Money Mayweather. You may not like that motherfucker. He may talk all this shit and be real cocky, or McGregor, but guess what? He can fight. And Trump, that was brilliant, man. That was brilliant. I have to give him props. I don't like the guy. I think he's a moron. He probably drinks baby's blood, and he worships Satan. But guess
It's
what?
good for your skin, baby's
That's
blood.
what I heard. That's what I heard. It's that Santa Clarita diet.
It's like when you buy a chair.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's like when you buy an office chair with baby calf skin on it. It's so soft.
It is, and he beats baby seals he beats them with his hands until they die. But I'll be honest, dude, Trump fucking knocked him out. You know what? He went out. You know what? I'll have to give him to him. He went out like a fucking gangster. He laid him out with one blow. He laid out the whole Democratic Party. Now the bill that will be tied to their supposed president will do it. I mean, he played them all. Because now they're all tied to passing the $2,000 stimulus, which it means getting rid of Section 230. He's like, well, I gave you what you wanted. You're not what? You're going to defend your
$1,000 for
you can defend your billionaire friends. Isn't that what you accuse me of, dude? It's fucking brilliant. Played them, and they all fell into it. They all fell into a bunch of fucking morons. Oh man,
it's like when the O-line has that path for the running back to just go in there and
yeah.
He saw an opening.
Yeah, it's
$600. Perfect.
It's like jujitsu. It's like jujitsu when you see when you're rolling against a higher belt and you see them holding that arm up or are kind of like leaning towards you. It was all a trap. You're never going to tap a higher. You can. I mean, and people do. Some people are really good, but for the most part, like normal people like me, you're never going to really tap someone 2 belts ahead of you. You're not. I mean, you might get lucky, but they're baiting you, and that's what he did. He baited them and he fucked them. And now it's brilliant. So, hey, man, props to Trump. He finally, for the first time in 4 years, did not look like a complete numbskull fuckface. And he played politics. Had he done this the whole time, he could have probably gotten some shit done. But he did it. And now
he went out like a gangster.
He went out like a gangster. I'm telling you. He did it, dude. He did it. You know what? He threw up the deuce and he busted 2 shots in the air and he told everyone to go fuck themselves. And dude, he burned it down. He's going to burn both parties down before he's done. I had to give it to him, man. He fucking collapsed both sides. It was a brilliantly stroked and orchestrated attack.
So you think he's not coming back in 2024? You think he's going to have a media company?
Yeah, he'll have a media
year.
Company. Oh yeah,
Like
he'll have
a
a media
network or
company
something.
if he's smart. What's the best way to think of this? He's going to try to take New York with his family. I think he understands that the long game will be in the state governments. That's where the real power is.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to try to take New York or Florida,
That'd
which
be
is a
nice.
possibility because he lives in Key Largo, Del Largo. He's going to live there supposedly.
Yeah.
So he could easily have his family take over Florida politically. It's not the end of him. I don't see him running for president again. I just don't think he has the health to do it. 4 years is a long time. When you're 70 something years old, by then he'll be in his 80s.
82, I think, or something.
Yeah. I just don't see that. I'm not saying it's impossible. The guy is like a cockroach, but I don't see that happening. It doesn't make sense for him. He's gonna probably push his what's it called? That Damien looking motherfucker, Jared Kushner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna push the Antichrist to go next.
I can't believe that dude landed Ivanka Trump, man. I don't know what she sees in him.
He's the Antichrist. What the fuck are you talking about?
She should have gone to with a pharmacist from Houston, somewhere around that.
You do
around that
realize that no, that's not gonna work. He's the Antichrist, bro. He is. Do not
area.
tell. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, how's he? Okay, have you seen
every
Mark
time I
Zuckerberg?
see him, he's like, da, da, da. I hear that shit from the fucking Omen. No, dude, that guy is a fucking Antichrist.
I get that feeling with Mark Zuckerberg. His lizard-looking face, I mean.
No, he's just a lizard person. Jared Kushner is the fucking Antichrist, bro. That guy scares me. I mean, I'm scared of him. He looks like he could murder a whole family and then he's like one of those guys that'll murder a whole family, and then he's walking out, he'll like bend over and like tie his shoe perfectly.
Yeah, I don't feel like Zuckerberg has like a leadership position within the ranks of the lizard people. He's just the one that kind of got exposed.
Like, he's the one that got lucky.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of the dumb lizard person that somehow got lucky, and they're still like wondering, like, how the
Like,
fuck did this guy do
He
it?
showed his hand a little too much, and they were like, "Oh, like we're on to you guys," and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Hey, you know what I was thinking? You know how you were talking about year in review? I for some reason, whenever you say year in review, I always think of like Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. It's so hard.
Are we gonna sing that at the end?
Nicely done, sir.
We
That's
should do that.
Oh my
yeah.
God, that was such a good rendition when you did that. I was like looking
It's so
around.
hard to say goodbye. Yeah, look at that, dude. I got it, man.
That's the worst shit.
Should have been on there.
No, you should not
Anyway.
have. Boys and Men would have not made it. They would have been boys of shit.
Boys too, full-time jobs.
Boys to marriage, full-time jobs, and trapped in life. That's would have been their name of their group. Oh my God. Anyways, but moving on. So after I stroked Trump's cock, he's still an asshole, but I had to get. That was good. That was really good. So yeah, man, the Dems should be pretty embarrassed. They got showed up. They did. They
We
really
didn't see it
did.
coming. That's a terrible
Nope,
part.
they
No.
didn't. They actually thought they were goading him. And their tweets like, "Oh, Mr. President, oh, we definitely want to do that." And then he hit him with the 230 section. And now you don't see them tweeting that shit no more.
Yeah. Yeah, kind
No,
of
it all stopped
Yeah.
because they got hit up. They're a bunch of morons.
That or Twitter censored them, one or the other.
No, Pelosi, AOC, they're all dipshits. They're just dumb. The Democratic Party needs to go back to like, they really need a strong, you know who I kind of like? Colin Allred. He's a Democrat over here. He's actually a North Texas guy. I think he used to be a football player. He really needs to take control of the party. They need a more moderate, centrist, like Texas Democrat to control the Democratic Party. It doesn't need to be someone like someone necessarily even like me. It needs to be someone more moderate, someone
like
who's
Sylvester
not.
Turner.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
like a Sylvester Turner type person. It's gonna need to be someone who runs the middle of the road, not a fucking total dipshit. So I think that's really the thing. And I to me, Pelosi and them just need to go. They just need to change the old guard. They just need to go away.
Yeah, they're not doing anyone any favors anymore.
Yep, they're just shitty. They're shitty. So, but they all got showed up. So good for Trump. Good for Trump. So moving on, after talking about the Satan puppet, where are we going next, guys?
Probably we got to touch on Christmas Day Nashville bombing situation.
You know what?
That guy's a loner, man.
Yeah, I have to say I was wrong. I just was pelting Ben and Rick with just unstoppable text, thinking like, "Hey guys, we may have a real new player in town in regards to like political activist group or something similar to like how the IRA attacked." And I was wrong. This was just a loner, right? I mean, do you know any more about that, Rick?
No, dude. Actually, FBI's not saying very much. They had a person of interest. They found body parts around the explosion site. Nobody knew this guy. Nobody talked to him. And there was some sort of rumor that his dad actually worked at the AT&T building.
Oh wait, they're saying that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I read that today. And that was obviously that AT&T building was, a lot of the damage.
So I don't know if you saw there's a news article out there that had they showed the Google map, the passing or whatever, they showed people's houses. They showed that RV there. It was stationed there for at least 3 years. It didn't move or anything. So I guess one day he just
You mean at his house, right?
At his house, yeah. The Google Street View showed the RV there at his house. Still intact, obviously, but he packed it with explosives, sent it downtown. And I guess he didn't want to kill anybody. He wanted to make a statement. I'm not sure what the deal was.
Well, so here's the thing. So yeah, initially, like Ben said, the text between us back and forth was that, is this guy tied to an organization or anything like that? So first of all, the hell's the guy's name? Anthony Quinn Warner. He's a 63-year-old man. So some of the stuff they know about him, though, what they're starting to uncover, and it's pointing more and more towards just being kind of a nut job, to be honest with you. He had all kinds of writings and ramblings about all these fucking conspiracy theories about lizard people. I mean, basically the same shit we talk about on Skip.
Yeah, pretty much.
But 5G paranoia.
Hey,
So-
dude, he could have been a good listener, man.
He could maybe.
Oh shit, man. Oh fuck, we lost a
Tennessee.
listener.
Yeah, I don't know. So-
Oh fuck,
So-
dude. Now we got to start all over in
the
Nashville.
sum of the whole situation is
Oh,
like, well,
boy.
fuck, man, we don't have that many to begin with. We lost one. But anyway, I mean, if you watch that video though, that's some creepy ass shit.
Mhm.
That computerized voice.
Yeah, that purge sound.
Oh, it was straight out of the purge. It was straight out of the purge. When I watched that video, I couldn't even believe it was happening. I was like, fuck, this is eerie. It's like you have in 3 minutes or whatever the hell it was. Like, I can't remember the verbatim quote of the
What
voice.
was it
but it's
like? I haven't seen it. Was it like a woman talking or something?
It was
Yeah,
like a
it was like-
computerized woman voice.
Like those YouTube videos
Just
where
like-
sometimes the computer reads it off.
yes, like please evacuate the area.
You have
There
15
will be-
minutes.
yeah,
There's an
it was
explosion. There will
fucking
be a
creepy.
detonation. Like it was fucking scary. It was weird.
And the cops didn't show up in 15 minutes. I mean, this thing was telling them those.
Well, okay. And that's where my little tinfoil hat comes on. So apparently, previous to that, the reason why the police came to the area was because there was a report of shots fired. Right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the cops show up and all of a sudden they hear this recording like this area will explode. This is blah, blah, blah. So that's why the cops were drawn to the area. Someone complained of gunshots.
That's weird, man.
It's super weird. So that's where I put my tinfoil hat on and go, dude, like apparently FBI questioned a lot of people and basically kept asking them, hey, this guy was a 5G nut job, right? 5G, kept
Oh.
trying to literally was kind of baiting the people they were questioning, asking them, did he talk about 5G a lot? Like trying to paint him as one
What
of
the
those
hell,
people.
man? Yeah.
Right. But there was a shooting before this. And then the thing blew up. So I mean, look, I imagine there's a million rabbit holes you could go down, but something just sounds kind of funky to me. Like shots fired, this shit explodes. There's a warning before it happens, takes out AT&T communications for, I believe, the Southeast United States for like 2 days. Like there are still issues.
Damn, dude.
Like there's a lot of issues with people using their cell phones in the Southeast of the United States.
Wow, they had shitty service to begin with.
No shit. You can't even catch a bar now. They got they don't even have shit. So,
Now they
So,
got nothing,
yeah.
just bricked your iPhone.
right. now you just stare at your iPhone going, why won't you work? Why? But yeah, so I thought that was the only thing that seemed weird to me was like totally relatively unknown, bro. Dude was like a IT guy for a,
Yeah.
I don't know, but they sounded weird. It almost sounded like Manchurian candidate type shit. Like it was a distraction. Like something else was going on. I mean, it's a really crazy way to if you blew something up and disrupted communications in the Southeast United States, what happens if you're trying to just disrupt communications in the Southeast United States and get away with it?
Yeah,
If
why
you're
kill
trying to
yourself?
cover something up, huh?
Why kill yourself, right? I
No,
mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's-
Manchurian candidate.
Yeah. That dude was just like, oh, this guy's a fucking whack job.
He's a Ponzi. He's a
Let's
Ponzi.
set him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
and
that
the
dude.
shots fired.
Yo, well, remember, and this is the thing. This story died a long time ago. The judge in New York, remember that shit?
Yep.
What was the deal? He was a lawyer. The guy who shot.
Yeah,
well,
the dude who popped caps and he killed the judge's family.
I'll be
Oh,
honest.
really?
I apologize because I forgot all the names involved, but it was the judge, and yeah. So the husband took a bullet and the son died, right? And then they found homeboy in a car, allegedly shot himself in the head. Right, that was the determination for how he died. But it was like, I don't know, dude.
No.
There was a lot of questions around that one, and so yeah, hey, who knows, man? It could be the same type of a situation.
That's what I'm
Definitely.
saying. It
That
just
story
was weird.
died.
But the shots fired beforehand have those, and I don't know, this is an honest question. Has there been any explanation tied to those at all? Or is just
They just said that,
gunshots?
oh, well, that's where they first came out. So, I mean, this dude could have got, I mean, something happened.
like,
Could he
did they
be
already ace him? You know what I mean? Like,
right? Like, could he just
It's
be
like,
a dead dude in a van?
hey,
with
thanks
a
for
bomb
driving your
going
RV.
off?
Thanks for
know what I'm
driving your
saying?
RV over here. Bop, bop.
Thank you, homeboy. Nugget. Like, put 2 in the dome and 1 in the chest. I mean, I'll be honest with you, dude. This is weird, dude. So I don't know. I know Christmas Day and
Christmas morning.
Christmas morning, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
early.
dude.
Early
in the morning.
It's a
Like,
very
who's gonna
weird
be around?
situation, but it did disrupt communications in the southeast United States. It was weird. So I don't know. That was my little tinfoil hat on that one. They kept trying to push a narrative of 5G, but this guy just like, I don't know. You know, what's that fucking movie? Did y'all see that movie with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, where Jamie Foxx is driving a taxi cab, and for Tom Cruise? And basically, like, Tom Cruise has him drive around while Tom Cruise is doing work, like waxing people, and then like basically
No. I'm
Jamie
sure
Foxx
I've
is
heard
like,
of it, but I'm
it's
very
so
interested.
good. I gotta look it up. But basically, Jamie Foxx is a taxi cab driver, and he's driving around fucking Tom Cruise, who's a hitman, and he is waxing people, and basically, that's what he does. He basically accosts somebody, has
like an
them drive
assassin or
around the
something?
whole night, and then pops a cap and sets it up like as if this guy was just some disgruntled worker who killed a bunch of people. So ever since I seen that movie, it really fucks me up. Like, what's his name? And who was it? Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Yeah. I hold on. Let me look at the name of
It's probably
Collateral. It's called
Collateral?
Collateral.
Oh
It's-
shit!
If you've seen, trust me, anyone who's listening, go watch this fucking movie. It will fuck up your concept of any type of weird situation you hear. You'll be like, wait, hold on a second. Was it really just that person? Dude, watch it. If you've never seen it, brilliant performance by Tom Cruise. Even better performance by Jamie Foxx.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, top 10 movie. Top 10 movie. It's brilliant. Such a good movie. You have to watch it. If you have not seen it, rent it.
All right.
But
Right.
but
check
it
it out.
basically kind of really espouses the concept of the Manchurian Candidate.
And what, like Jamie Foxx gets like whacked at the end, and
Well, that's what Tom Cruise would do normally with the drivers. Is he would basically whack them at the end, set them up make it all seem like Jamie Foxx, you know, who's the driver,
Yeah.
whoever the driver was, just went on some crazy violent rampage and blames him for the whole thing, and then gets away scot-free.
I wonder if their intent was to disrupt communications.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm
like that's
saying?
the
Like,
whole thing
Yeah.
all along. And then to get away with it, they set
Yeah.
up this whole thing like it's some crazy asshole.
yes, exactly.
Who do you know, and that's the thing, like how do man, in today, yeah, like we could go crazy with
Yeah.
this. In today's world, how do
Scary.
you decipher all that? How do you know which came first, the chicken or the egg, when you've got some crazy lunatic who's probably posting shit on social media or whatever? You make yourself an easy target to be like, hey, here's some fucking nut job we can pin some crazy shit on. And
Be
then
some MK Ultra shit.
Hey, what was,
easily-
was it just that one building?
Well, yeah, no,
mean,
it
because-
tore up like
I mean, it was
the
a whole
major building.
block,
It
bro.
blew up the whole
Like-
block.
Oh, the whole block. Yeah, I mean, I'm picturing with an RV full of explosives. I'm picturing like Oklahoma City type shit, you know?
No. He didn't have fertilizer. That it was different. The fertilizer bomb was actually very well done. And to make,
Yeah.
unfortunately, to say it's a harsh concept for such a heinous thing, but they had a couple of tons of fertilizer in that truck.
Yeah,
That was meant to,
caused some real damage. Yeah,
yeah, no, man, that was scary. Like that's, you know, I mean that, you know, unfortunately you have to make a comparison, which really isn't, but the Lebanon type thing, you know, that's what happens when you have that much, you know, nitrogen and
Mhm,
fertilizer
mhm.
in unsafe conditions. So That was a different type of detonation. This was almost like a gas bomb. It looked rudimentary, but he had a lot of whatever it was. Whatever the accelerant was, he had a lot of it. So that's why it was able to cause as much damage. But hold on, I can find the video of it. It was crazy.
But yeah, man. So I'm watching the video right now, and it doesn't look like it was a very powerful bomb. It looked like it caused a lot of damage because of its enclosed area.
Yes.
But I don't know, dude. This guy was
you
weird.
Feel me though, right? You
yeah.
feel me? This is weird.
Like just
Shots
random,
fired.
and then
man,
telling people to stay away,
which is a perfect cover. Stay away, explosion. I mean, how do you know you don't got SEAL Team 19 cleaning up shit that they needed to handle, and then they duck out? Or who knows if this is like a Men in Black type shit, where they're cleaning up the evidence of the aliens or whatever fucking just happened. Either way, to me, it just seems like a really fucking weird, convenient way to handle a weird situation. So, and in the end, it's probably just some whack job. But to me, it really, I don't know, kind of rang a bunch of bells. It was like,
probably we're not going to hear about this again.
Nope,
it's going to be gone again. Yeah, give it about another week. It'll be just some whack job.
Well, and honestly, when it happened, because it was Christmas and everybody's home and everybody's chilling, there was a little bit about it. But there's not a whole lot of fall. There's stories, right? There's stories coming out, but it doesn't seem to be taking up a good chunk of
at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how long it took to hit CNN that morning?
People are kind of over it. And it's like, what the fuck?
It's just another fucking shit for 2020, man.
Yeah.
It took forever for it to hit CNN front page. Like it took 3 hours, 4 hours. It took a minute, man, because I kept checking. And I was like, someone else has to report this. I found it on Reddit first because I was up.
And they do it
morning
on the slowest news day in the,
very weird
the year. Yeah. Christmas morning. Who's on their phones on Christmas morning? Nobody.
Well, I was.
Yeah, I know you were.
Looking up instructions on how to put shit together.
Yeah.
That was me, asshole.
For sure.
Fucking hanging. I had hanging TVs, making sure Windows was installed right on that PC. Yeah, I was on my fucking phone, fuckhead, for a minute. Yeah, look, I cannot tell you how many YouTube videos.
Nice.
Like
you mentioned that maybe MIB or Men in Black could have been doing this. Paul Brennan did
yeah.
Nice tie-in.
Yeah, man. See,
you are a pro. I'm telling you, Rick's a pro at this.
So yeah. So
keywords in what you're saying.
If you didn't hear about this, former director of the CIA. So this is not like some hack. This is not some fucking lunatic. This is a individual who had a very high clearance.
This is a fucking good fellow right here. You do not get to be the director of the fucking CIA with having some, you know what I mean? Some clearance. This is, let me read you now. So the big hoopla is like, oh, what did his quote mean? And what is this thing? Let me read you what the fuck this dude said.
He said, there are aliens out there that are coming to visit us.
Oh, hold on.
Boom.
Hold on. Let me just go straight up.
He said boom at the end.
Yeah, he probably did. So I think it was a big part of a bigger thing, but let me just to give you a gist of what he said recently. It was on a show, Conversations with Tyler. I'm not familiar with it. I probably should be, but I don't. I work in
Conversation with Tyler Perry.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
Medea.
Honestly, I want that show to exist. If that doesn't exist now. Fuck, let's make that shit happen. I don't know what fucking Tyler, dude. I go to work, I come home, I record Skip the Noise fucking podcast once a week, and other than that, so here's what John Brennan said. He said, life is defined in many different ways. I think it's a bit presumptuous and arrogant for us to believe that there's no other life form anywhere in the entire universe. Hear, hear. But I think some of the phenomena we are going to be seeing continues to be unexplained and might, in fact, be some type of phenomenon that is the result of something we don't yet understand that could involve some type of activity that some might say constitutes a different form of life. There you have it. So You don't say that. You don't throw out statements like that, especially if you're a gentleman of his bearing his credentials lightly. Okay. So I don't want to read into it too much. This is definitely not proof that there's fucking aliens, but what it is proof of is that we've now had in the year 2020, we've had several major, there was the Harry Reid statement, right? There was, even though a couple weeks ago we kind of mocked and we ended up kind of chopping him up and making a mockery of the Israel defense. Whatever. We never decided what his actual position was, but he's a big boy, allegedly.
And what about my alien sighting? You know,
that too.
The one where you got probed in the ass, or that was a dude.
Well, that wasn't aliens, bro.
That wasn't aliens, dude. That was just a fun weekend.
Hey, before we started recording, Rick, I thought we agreed that for the sake of Ben, we weren't going to talk about that.
Hey,
oh shit, dude, I'm sorry.
Look, they told me they need to find out how far it was from my ass to the back of my teeth. That's what they told me. So I thought it was a science experiment for the aliens. Okay, so excuse me.
For sure.
I'm
for the
trying
record,
to. They told me that if I didn't do it, they were going to invade our world and kill everyone. So, thank you. The world can thank me for saving that.
That explains the bucket of KY in the background there, huh?
Bucket of KY, shit, dude. All the ice on my asshole still.
Wow.
Fucking ice. At least they gave you ice.
Not really. I had to buy my own ice. But continuing on, yeah, I mean. Dude, we've had some big announcements about aliens this year. I mean, and then tag that along with the Navy pilot shit that happened earlier in the year. You know, whenever the Navy basically said, you know, and then they said, basically, yeah, we don't know what the fuck this is. It's not human. It's probably from another world. We've had some, dude. Are we inching even closer to disclosure? What do y'all think?
Nah, I don't know, man. What I'm wondering is, why don't other governments disclose this? You know, why doesn't Russia or China come out and say, yeah, there's aliens? You know, we got the same data the CIA does. Because, you know, if there's other life out there and they're coming to visit us, okay, fine, I get it. The U.S. government does have information on that, but why don't other foreign governments do?
I think they do, bro. I think they do, but I think
is it like a universal?
Well, I think everyone's gonna have to play the game differently because you gotta remember those are more, as much as anyone wants to say, those are more authoritarian governments. So the threat, the real existential threat to government is aliens. Think about it.
For real, you can't hide that.
No, you know
what I mean? Like there's no political spin on fucking aliens, right?
Here, great example. You're in church and you're praying to God. But then to a God that you have to have faith to believe in that doesn't, you know, whatever. I mean, and I believe in God, so but you have faith. But also, what happens if another God shows up and says, I'm God. I don't know who you're praying to, but I'm God. It totally invalidates any state because whoever the alien is now the leader. Because they're gonna fuck you up. They traveled from another star. So I think other governments would be more inclined to try to suppress it until it is ultimately undeniable. There's nothing else you can do. Undeniable. So they're going to keep suppressing it because once they admit it, it's game over. They have no legitimacy. No government has legitimacy once we find out that there's things that make us look like ants.
Yeah, I don't know. You think so? Okay, all right. I can see where you're going.
That's my thought process. It could be, and it could also be that maybe they like Americans better. I mean, we've had a good luck streak. I mean, you know, we whooped some ass in a lot of wars. We've come up with a lot of technology. The transistor, that particular technology exploded here in the United States. I mean, there's a lot of technological fronts that also we came up with shit to do.
Like touchscreens.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything. I mean, think about it. The transistor itself, the microchip. I mean, we were fucking using vacuum tubes. And now all of a sudden we got fucking like, you know, 1 trillion vacuum tubes in one microchip. So I don't know. Maybe they gave us the leg up. Maybe that's why we're like, well, maybe we've already sold our souls to them. Who knows? But either fucking way, it's going down because who are you gonna listen to? The alien overlords, or are you gonna listen to fucking Trump?
Trump.
No,
I'd listen to Trump. I'd be like, hey, Trump, the aliens are wanting me to go over there. Should I go? Yeah, go. Okay, sure.
Is this before or after they hit you with their fucking death ray? I don't know, man. I think that's why that's my little opinion about why those particular authoritarian governments would not really want to talk about disclosure until they have to. Because
imagine like aliens show up and it's like the biblical description of an angel, with their little rings and the eyes all around it, and
the wheel, like Ezekiel's wheel.
Yeah,
Ezekiel's wheel. Oh yeah, bro, it could be
Ezekiel's wheel with the eyes around it and the feathers coming out. And what if that's a fucking alien, dude? Like, I'm like,
fuck, dude. That's what I'm telling you. So think about these motherfuckers roll up. What are we gonna do? What is your government gonna tell you to make you feel safe?
No, they can't say anything.
Exactly. So they lose all legitimacy because the alien overlord is going to be like, look, seriously, if we want to, we can step on you and you're dead. You guys are a bunch of fucking primates. You have nothing that can stop us because we're so far ahead of you. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
I would try to pull the Independence Day card with Jeff Goldblum, like try to put a virus in the computer with my old Mac.
No, it's not going to work. They're going to be like, really? You're going to hit us with a rudimentary computer virus? I mean, that was the dumbest premise. Fucking aliens are going to get hacked. Okay.
Yeah, man. We're going to hack into their system, which we've only known for like a month. And put in a rudimentary computer virus because they don't have McAfee. You know that shit.
Nah, bro. We're gonna get what's it called? We're gonna get done up like they did in. Have you ever read the Douglas Adams book?
No.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe.
There was a movie about that.
Yeah. Movies. The movie was decent. I mean, it was good try, but the books are amazing. And so, the beginning, what's his name gets saved. The main protagonist gets saved because the universe is building a new freeway. The main galactic federation is building a new freeway and Earth's in the way. So they're going to destroy it. So they basically said, they put out loudspeakers and say, hey guys, we're really sorry about this, but you're in the way. So we're going to have to destroy your planet. But thank you for participating. And guess what? The universe is going to run smoother. That's what's probably going to happen.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Dude, you gotta read the books. The books are fantastic. They're so fucking good. But yeah, I mean, I think to me, I think we lose, the government loses all legitimacy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's maybe 2021 it'll happen. I mean, we got a bunch of shit coming down the pipeline already. We got Nostradamus.
Let's do round the horn. Yeah. Let's do round the horn real quick before we take a break.
Should we? Okay, round the horn before we take
round
a break.
Okay,
all right, cool.
Okay, it's super easy.
We got like 2 minutes.
Yes or no? Aliens in 2021. B.
Man, I'm just gonna go bold. I'm gonna say, fuck yeah, by March. I think we know before spring break. Confirmation, of other life forms. I can't see. It's building. I mean, I've been a UFO nut for a long time, kind of on the side. Right. I mean, I don't belong. I don't have a card. I'm not a fucking.
I do.
You're not MUFON.
I'm not a MUFON member or whatever the fuck. All this shit. But it's something I've been.
MUFON member.
MUFON, yeah, that's a whole nother. I don't want to get into that organization. You heard about that shit? Like last year, the director got busted for like child porn. I don't know. Yeah. It's fucked up. So fuck them. fuck them hardcore.
Yeah, you got rid of your membership card for them.
First, no, I don't want anyone. I don't want any part of that. But I followed, you know what I mean? Whether it be back in the day, fucking all the way from like Art Bell to, podcasts and shit and just read an article. I've been, I have my finger on the pulse of the whole UFO movement and all that shit for a very long time. So it's something that I'm always kind of interested in on the side. But so that being said, for fucking decades, bro, like disclose, always fucking, you know what I mean? What's his name? Like Stephen Bassett. There's all these guys.
Tom DeLonge. All these motherfuckers.
Greer, yeah. There's all these. Okay, so it's always this thing. Like it's always like it's all built up, and there's always like these one more little evidence and shit. It's gonna pop, and it never does. Now, 2020, more so than any other year, has had people with undisputable credibility come out and not beat around the bush, making these statements, leading myself, astronaut Commander Ben. Now, mind you, I've been to space. Okay.
Okay.
I've been in the galactic regions. I've partaken in that culture and that lifestyle up in the stars. So I know a thing or two about all that.
You've rode the Krizak Kladerak, right? From Dune?
Brother, I have. Yeah. I mean, all the way from.
Dude, I'm such a nerd. Jesus, I cannot believe I brought that up. The Krizak Kladerak. Jeez.
Yeah, dude, my watch is set to like parsecs and shit. I don't even go like.
Nice.
So anyway. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, brother. Like,
it's distance.
I'm just talking shit at this point, but I've been to space. So, so that being said,
my watch is
I know,
at the parsecs.
I already know what it is. So I'm just making that bold prediction that, to me, it's building up towards. There's just too many credible sources shedding light on this, and fucking something's gonna pop, dude. 2021. I think if you're thinking 2021 is going to be the relief for this fucked up year, I don't think that's happening. That's what I'll say on record for sure, is that if you think that's the case, if you think you're going to let your guard down and it's all going back to normal, dude, go fuck yourself. 2021, just be ready. Stay in the same mindset. You got to stay alert. You got to stay in that same, that you reach that higher vibration. Shout out to the Conscious Experience podcast. Big ups to them. You got to stay in that higher vibration level, brother, because shit's going to get even fucking. I honestly, I hate to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think shit's going to even get fucking crazier in 2021. How about that? So I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I remember 2019 was a bad year for a lot of people. Personally, 2019 was just a bad year. And people thought, okay, 2020 is going to come out better. It's going to be fine. Nah, dude, it just got worse. It just got worse for everybody. Now 2021, it's not going to get any better. It's just not. I don't know. This may just go on until 2025. And
okay, before you fuckheads like start handing out the razor blades,
yeah,
is it gonna? Are we gonna see fucking aliens in 2021?
Yeah, we are.
Yes or no?
Two for two.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm not gonna be the negative Nancy on this one.
I think it's gonna be like that Cochrane guy from Star Trek. We're all going to be, just post-apocalyptic war, just waiting for shit to happen. And then fucking Vulcans land in the middle of Montana.
Fucking right.
And that's it, We're in Star Trek now. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, I'm not negative Nancy, guys. I think I'm seeing it too, guys. I think we're going to have disclosure.
What month?
2021.
Betting?
Month.
If we're a betting man, we're going to go.
Probably June.
I'm calling it September. You know why? Because September is a fucking month of everything.
That's both of our birthdays.
Mexican independence.
Oh boy.
Both our birthdays.
Oh boy.
It's happening. It's happening. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So yeah, I'm saying it. I'm sorry. You know what, guys? This is the first. I think this is the first time all three of us have agreed
on something.
Yeah.
So get ready. Hey, buckle up, buckle up, buttercups. We're gonna see some fucking green men in 2021,
and we're gonna be here to report on it. So you can at least look forward to that.
Is that before or after the death ray hits us all? You guys are handing out razor blades and shit right now. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna.
You know what though? It does, but it doesn't suck if you're. That was well. I mean, it's gonna suck if you're dead. You won't be a part of it anymore. My point is like, quit expecting the relief package, bro.
Yeah.
Like, quit expecting the vaccine to save your ass. Quit expecting. Just accept that we took a turn. We've opened up a Pandora's box. There's no putting the shit back in. Mm-mm. Life is what it is. It's going to get bumpy. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to adapt and deal with the new way of living in post 2020 Earth, bro. Because we're Earthlings. That's what we all are. It's like a science fiction term, but it's true. We have to live on this planet. We have to live on it together. And if that means, you know what I mean? wearing a mask when you go out in public to fucking wear the mask, bro. I mean, we're not reducing it to mask. I like to throw that little shout out there because I still think it's funny when people are like, "Hey, fuck a mask."
Oh my god!
Oh, I fucking
But-
hate that shit, man.
Masks aren't going away. Fuck, we're gonna have to keep doing that shit forever. That's not gonna end until 2050 when everybody's
We're
already
all
dead.
gonna be mask sluts. We just got to get over.
Just
it.
get the Gucci mask, get the Louis Vuitton mask, Dolce and Gabbana. You know what I'm saying? Just got me some new cologne. Just bought me a new watch. I still got masks for days on that little Port Arthur connection I got. So I don't need masks for shit. So I'm good.
PA2.
I keep watching. That's right.
And with this,
Short
as we
Texas.
continue this mindless rambling before this break, Jesus
That's what it's all
Christ,
about.
you motherfuckers are running.
We
with
only
this.
went over by about 6 minutes. It's all right. Close it
but
out, B.
We're gonna take a nice little break, guys. So everyone, try not to slit your wrists. Take your Prozac, and we'll be right back. We're going.
All right.
But moving
90s
on
Houston,
from
huh?
that, since we're going into the party in the back, I wasn't throwing this weird concept I heard, gentlemen. You guys ready to get your minds blown?
Let's do it. Go for
And
it.
not by our manager. So I got this crazy concept that I heard called space arches, right? And an easy way to explain this, other than going into like a lot of conceptual math and regarding density and time and space and shit. Imagine right now in the air in the ocean, right? There's something in the air called the jet stream. And in the ocean, there's also something similar. It's a jet stream. So
Yeah, it's
somehow-
refreshed takes Nemo to Australia. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So just to make it even more palatable for everyone. So somehow gravity or the effects of matter cause compression in certain areas that actually allow or have a positive force of entropy through a tunnel. So it basically makes a supercharged tunnel. So if you're in the air and you get in the jet stream, even though you're flying 300 miles, you actually have a wind of 300 miles behind you. So you have to actually time that. And you actually, for a lot of, for initial aviators, it caused them to get lost over areas because they just didn't understand. I was like, I was going 300 miles. How am I off by 150 miles from my destination? So with that being said, imagine just supercharged areas through matter, whether it be air or liquid. Well, there's a concept now that there is one. There are several that link together in space, that they actually operate in the vacuum of space, and they're kind of called space arches. And so essentially what you could do is enter the arch and then be propelled at a much faster rate without having to use that much fuel, and possibly not break the speed limit of the universe, but approach it at a quicker rate. And the way that these things are tied in, it could technically say, so if you wanted to travel, what would take, 100 years would only take 10. That's how
Dude, that's fast, man.
right. But these arches, the way they work, that's what they would do. So it's kind of neat. You kind of see like how nature is kind of reproducing things that happen here on Earth. It's also out there in space. So right now, there's a possibility that there are like these crazy, weird super highways just built by nature that could propel us through space at a much higher rate. I mean, now we don't know how fast necessarily, but nothing faster than the speed of light.
Is this like a spatial thing? So like if you locate it, you can hit these things, or how?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just like jumping into the jet stream. That's what they propose, that they think now you could maybe get in there and then be crushed by some crazy amount of matter that's
Dude,
flying at amazing rates. But
So you, oh wow, so you can't get this shit wrong.
right, we don't know. We have no idea.
Right. I mean, obviously we're far, far away from actually practically applying this.
Yeah.
But it's very fucking interesting to.
Well, I was confused because this concept's been around forever, but sci-fi people don't talk about it.
Mhm.
You know? So, but outer space phenomena in the vacuum is crazy. I mean, right now we're surrounded. I think it's past or before Pluto. No, it's past Pluto. Voyager just went through it. There is a bubble that we're in right now. And when you cross this bubble, it's 48,000 degrees.
What?
What?
Seriously, there is a bubble. It is a bubble. And so but it's 48,000 degrees Kelvin. So when Voyager went through it, there's a blip.
Dude,
The reason why you're not incinerated is
that's
because
so hot.
the vacuum of space automatically releases it. So it's like, imagine being hit by, that much heat, but for a split second. Dude, I'm telling you, when you look at what's in outer space, it's called the heliocentric zone.
It'd be
some
like
crazy thing.
It's, I mean, this is not an exact,
Or not helio, some fucking crazy shit.
this is not an exact replica, but it's like the cryo lab, like where you
Yeah.
go in and it's like negative 600 degrees for like
Yes.
2 seconds and your
Then
knee
you
feels
jump
better.
out. Exactly.
Like it's some shit
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly. So that's so I'm saying there's wild shit that nature is constructed in space. So these space arches, guys, this could be the future. These could be the super highways that take us, to the stars.
Well, there's this, I'm not going to do a very thorough job of explaining this, but just to kind of along the same topic, there was an article I read. It's actually a few months old, but I think it just came up on a feed on one of my social medias. It was from Vice about these black holes that they've got so much energy that they're never mind. I almost feel like I'm gonna abort this topic.
No,
I'm gonna butcher it
swing
so
for
bad.
the fences.
Yeah, we're
Just
wait.
swing for it.
Dude, that's what the second half of Skip the Noise is all about. Fuck it, we're going for it.
Just make up shit as you go to. Just be like, oh,
Yeah.
Like ET comes out and says hi to you.
Yeah,
it can
In fact,
blow a hole through your balls.
If you
Just
fact
say
check it, that's your own problem. So just ride with it, dude. This is entertainment at the end of the day. So there's black holes out there that are like basically from the beginning. So going with the concept of the Big Bang, right? Everything is expanding outward. So trillions of years. I see both of y'all I see the visuals of both of y'all hanging on your seat to see like, am I going to fall off the bike? Am I going to?
Dude, I've seen that wobbly front tire. The one front tire.
Yeah. Where you start, like the handlebars start going. So
You're going up the ramp too.
so back, and I'm going up a ramp. So if you start like from the beginning of time, like I don't even know how many years ago, right? Like billions of years ago or whatever, maybe even more. Fuck, not even billions,
it's
right?
Billions.
Like,
It's billions. It's billions.
isn't it more than
sure it
billions?
is.
No, it's billions.
Because
14.
Earth is like 1 billion years old.
4 billion years old. The universe, the known universe is technically, from what we have, is 14 billion years old.
Okay, so let's say for 13,999 billion years ago.
Yeah, something like that.
You have a black hole. Somehow, like we're collecting information from these fucking black holes that are so intense that they collect so much energy that they project fucking like but there's like several of these that are pointed directly at Earth.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, that's
Awesome.
interesting.
No,
Is
keep
every-
going. Keep going.
No, so yeah, so basically we're fucked.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I like that.
Yeah, so 2021. Get
We're
ready.
getting cooked by the
We're getting
fucking
cooked
black
by the-
hole.
We're getting fucked by a black
We
hole.
know, guys, we're a bunch
Just imagine
of
all the
bunch of
energy in the
ants.
world. Yeah,
We're
exactly.
a bunch of ants under a magnifying glass, according to B. You heard it here first, guys. Skip the noise. Get ready for the black hole power race. But it is true though. Fucking quasars, shit like that. Like they fire immense amount of energies, guys. It's fucking nuts. Space as a phenomenon is just crazy, man.
There's some scary shit out there, man.
Oh, it's terrifying. It's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying. A supernova will just wipe out a whole galaxy.
I was watching. It's weird we were talking about this because yesterday I was watching. For some reason, the Shoemaker-Levy comet, the one that struck Jupiter back in the 90s.
Yeah.
That one's always interested me because I've always wanted to know what's on the surface of Jupiter. So having a comet strike the planet and capture it on video, you can see the hot spots that came out of that footage, and you kind of try to figure out, okay, what is the surface made out of? I mean, did the comet just crumble in Jupiter's immense pressure?
Yes.
Did it actually make the surface? Anyway, so I watch YouTube videos on this subject a lot. I don't know why. I find it fascinating. But I saw this YouTube video where a comet, the same string of comets, hits the Earth, and it's terrible. I mean, the amount of destruction that should the comet have hit Earth instead of Jupiter, it's immense, dude. Like it talks about. I mean, you see like fireballs. It hits the northern Atlantic, and you got fireballs that reach Africa.
Yeah,
like the impact zone.
Fucked.
Yeah, and then it's just not one. It's like maybe 6 of them in succession that end up hitting the Earth all the way to south until it reaches South America, and then maybe like the last 2 pieces of the comet just narrowly misses Earth at the South Pole.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it's a trippy video. It's like if Jupiter had
death
captured-
porn.
Yeah, kind of.
Fucking death porn, motherfucker.
But Levy
you
should
just watch civilization get blown up.
Get used to it, man. 2021 is
Sometimes-
all about death porn. I think that's
sometimes it gives you hope for humanity when you see the Earth get crushed by comets.
There's no hope. That's the
Exactly.
end of hope.
There's no hope for humanity. That's a brand new start.
The reality that we're on a
is-
big ass blue rock floating through space at immense speeds and that we could be destroyed at any second should give everyone extreme anxiety.
Yeah, dude, there was a near miss recently.
Yeah,
there was
those
some
little bitch rocks. Those aren't even the big ones, bro.
But they could still fuck some shit up. Like, they
Apophis.
could fuck up a city. They could fuck
Fucking
up a city.
dude, but Apophis? Fuck off.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Apophis.
What's that?
Yeah.
Apophis is one of the near.
Apophis?
That's one of the ones we track. It's one of the near Earths. It's like I think, and don't. I mean, you can fact check me, but go fuck yourself. It's really large. I think it's over a kilometer long, or 2. So it's like a big fucking rock. And if that thing hits us, that's an Earth killer. There is nothing left. The only thing that's left is like shards, and that's it. We're fucked. And think about it. That thing's only 2 kilometers long.
Dude, episode 28 is the most positive fucking.
You know what, guys? You know what?
podcast
Maybe
ever.
I'm
We're
with y'all. You know what? We're fucked. We're gonna
We're
learn
in
about
it-
the aliens,
Hey,
and then they're gonna
we're in it-
they're gonna throw an asteroid at us. We're fucked.
But we're in it together. I love it.
Yeah, we'll still be podcasting even though the world ended, and hopefully get listeners.
Oh, I gotta check that out. That's awesome. I am gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that before I go
we
to bed and
should.
cry.
We should. It's
Rick just sent me the link to shoe level to what would happen if it hits Earth. I'm gonna watch it before I go to sleep and then cry.
It's actually very
pray.
interesting. It makes you appreciate Jupiter and its immense gravity.
Oh yeah,
Because
thank God we
it
have
actually
fucking-
attracts a lot of space debris to its surface.
Yep.
just
Jupiter's
so
our
happens-
guardian.
Yeah,
Jupiter's our
they're like
real
the bouncer
guardian.
of the galaxy. I mean, of our solar system.
It really is. It's pretty fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, Jupiter is like the bouncer, and it's like, okay, you're not gonna go past the asteroid belt, all right? You're gonna hit me first, all right? So anyway,
But it's crazy how big Jupiter is. I don't think people sometimes really comprehend how large it is. It's like 316 Earths or something, right? Or even
Oh,
more, like
it's even- it's
3,000 or
fucking
something. It's insane number. Insane number. And then our sun by itself, how many asteroids is that sucked up? I mean, that thing's fucking. That thing makes. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy how big these planets are, and just this whole thing. So to me, it's just just to let everyone know, that phenomenon out there, guys. It's literally like magic, So That to me, I think that's the cool part about space and about the unknown is that it's like magic to us.
Well, because
There's
we're still
things happening there.
yeah,
that
we're
are
still
insane.
figuring it out, and that's the thing. Just
Oh,
like you
yeah.
said with the travel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we're just like, I mean, if you were to flash back to 200 years ago, just look at where humanity was in their understanding of science and of the known universe.
Yep.
We keep advancing, we keep learning more things. So the bigger expanse of what our knowledge base is, the more we're going to discover, and the more not only we're just going to know about our own world, but about physics. You know,
Yeah,
just
everything.
we don't know. God, fuck, but man, we don't know shit. We're looking through a key. I mean, we do know shit. We know a lot of shit. We can make a fucking iPhone, you know.
Nice.
But like, we're looking through a keyhole when it comes to everything.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Well, let me put it in
hate-
perspective.
Yeah.
500 years ago, we recently discovered that this side of the hemisphere existed.
Yeah.
500 years
shit.
ago. You know, fast forward to now, we don't know shit, dude. Okay?
No.
No,
We don't.
We know
don't.
that the earth is round. That's it.
Well, let me just give you something basic that like everybody.
Water's
so
wet.
have you ever known a person where, and you always laugh it off or you joke it off as is like, oh, it's like it's ESP or it's like the coincidence, right? But like you've had these situations in your life where like you're thinking about somebody and then all of a sudden they call you, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times
100%.
with relatives. So I mean, as much as you could trivialize that, or you could write it off as like coincidence, we all know that like some of that shit's real. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We don't necessarily have scientific evidence or like fucking case studies to back it up, but we
got more than the vaccine makers do.
we do actually for those stuff. I do just for my own personal
Or what about this, Benjamin? What about this? How about
Okay.
when
Rick.
when you have like a brother or a friend or something,
Mm-hmm.
you look at them and you know exactly what they're thinking.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's
Why's it always
almost like
gotta be
telepathy.
dudes, dude?
yeah,
huh?
why it's gotta be dudes?
Why's it really gotta be
Because
dudes?
you know
Why
nobody
do
understands women. Nobody understands women. All right, that's why.
I
So
don't know. Like I feel like
And there went 52% of our audience.
you know what? I'm gonna pick it back up. I'm gonna revive that.
oh
Fuck
shit.
it.
Okay,
No,
go
I
on.
honestly,
And here goes the rest of the audience.
I honestly, I feel like on that regard, on like the spiritual level,
Oh.
y'all, both of y'all are gonna fucking laugh, or when you're gonna give me
Oh,
shit, and
oh,
you're gonna have a
woo,
joke.
woo.
Of the woo, yeah, we're getting woo woo. We can do that too. It's the second half. Anything goes in the fucking second half of Skip the Noise. Y'all know that. I feel like when it comes to the woo woo shit, I vibe more with females on that level, way more than males. Does that make sense? Like,
I guess.
Yeah.
and I'm not just God, like I said, I knew you were gonna give me shit. But like all the people that I've known throughout my life is fuck. I don't even know why I'm trying.
This is awesome. Do it.
Because I could
Do it.
already see like
I want to hear
fucking-
from you. Come on, Oprah. Let's hear this shit.
dude. All right, Oprah. All right.
All right, go
uh,
on. It'll be Dr.
Dr.
Phil next
Phil.
time.
All right,
You-
Dr.
You
Phil.
share crystals with your friends. Okay, keep going. This is
I don't know. I don't know if it's like the feel like I thrive off of female energy. Okay. I can say that, right? I can say.
Yeah, sure.
And
I
it's
think
not
we
just
all
be-
vibe off of female energy.
yeah,
In
like
bed.
in the way you're thinking. Yes, of course. Like there's that.
You know,
there's
you
that.
gotta talk
No,
to
no,
the
no.
who's.
You got to talk to the. I mean, there's that for sure. But you can't like. I'm digging myself in a fucking.
This is awesome. I'm just waiting.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like rein this in to where I want to be able to like release this. Okay.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
haven't edited
I don't want to have to edit.
Oh.
Yeah. The least I have to edit, the better. So if I can just put this together and put the fucking Mike Tacklebox music on the end of it, we're golden. That's my goal every episode. No, but I
Vivacious
think like,
groups.
and I don't know if it's just like females are more in tune with that shit. not saying like you got, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you guys bum me out or you guys.
Nah, we kind of do sometimes.
Oh, what are you trying to do? You're gonna get a
100%.
podcast with some? What, are you trying to replace us? That what you're fucking doing? You
100% with like
what
panel.
a chode! What a chode!
I'm gonna replace both of you guys are replaceable with
Fucking
5 hot
chode.
chicks.
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
well,
if
then
you
then you
replace
win.
us with 5 hot chicks, I'd understand, man.
Then you win. Me and Rick can have our podcast where we're angry that we don't have 5 hot chicks on it. It'll be called the "We Don't Have 5 Hot Chicks" podcast. Fuck you, Ben. That'll be the title of the whole podcast.
Oh shit! That's my fucking new podcast.
It's my with B's podcast. 5 hot chicks. And
like
me.
none of them know shit. They're just like I don't.
He just puts on like 5 bangers, dude. Just smoke shows. And he starts talking to them about metaphysics and like Aristotle's writings.
They don't fucking have any responses, dude. All of a sudden now it's a video podcast.
They just
Fucking audio
Nice.
is fucking irrelevant. It's just me talking shit,
here's a
telling stories about motherfuckers trying to kill me at work and shit.
Fuckers trying to get you at work.
I'm just looking at you like, what?
There's no
Yeah.
fucking camera shots of me ever. It's
That's
only the
best
4
thing
others.
ever.
Yeah, dude. I
That's
think
the
I got a
greatest
recipe.
thing ever. I
It's a
think
recipe for success.
that's a #1 podcast. And speaking of, I think we've we're
we've
gonna be
ended.
ending this one, guys. It's the last one of the
Dude.
year.
We didn't touch on anything on our list.
No, we did not.
No, we did.
we
We
did
did. We
not.
Yeah, we
did.
did.
We
Yeah,
covered
we
a
did
few
a little
things.
bit, a little
We
bit,
should. We
yeah.
actually did. We
Well,
covered
me
the
and Rick learned
stimulus,
we were
we covered Nashville.
replaceable. Me and Rick learned we were totally replaceable by 5 hot chicks.
You know what? I don't blame him, man. If he can get 5 hot chicks here and to talk to him every night, I'd be like, yeah, man.
But to
Props
wrap
to-
this
Go
up
for
for the good old 2020, I have to say, 2020, go fuck yourself. Long year.
I think
But,
everybody can agree with that.
lots of love, guys. I think everyone touched on that point. And remember, so next year will start, but it's not going to save you.
No.
Just because it's a new year, it's not going to
Right.
save you. You got to fucking save yourself. So
Dude,
go out
true
there,
that.
handle
Well put.
business, pull up your sack and keep doing what you got to do. Because guess what? This shit ain't going to get easier. There's no savior out there. Just listen to us all the time. And but for real, there isn't like, you're not children anymore. Life is life. It's going to be rough. 2021, there'll be some other bullshit. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
every year.
COVID 2 or some shit like that. Yeah.
So just
Yeah, it is. It's in a
stay
culture.
strong and fucking condition your mind, because it's going to be what it's going to be. And when on that positive note,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How's that song go? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Lang, yeah.
Saints
Dun,
and
dun,
be
all
forgotten.
my
Sign.
people that I don't fucking know
Yeah,
the song,
we
but
fucked that up pretty good, but
happy fucking New Year's,
Happy
everyone.
New Year. And I
Happy
will say
fucking New Year's.
I'm buying a fuckload of fireworks because it's legal as fuck where I live.
Nice.
California listeners, y'all can be jealous. I'm about to blast some shit, and I'll put that shit on Instagram. And I got a new Bucky's lighter. I'll post that on Instagram too, because I wanted to send these.
Are they
These
our new
rock-
sponsor?
They might be, man. I
It
mean,
should be.
I'm selling some Christmas decor tomorrow morning at the Bucky's. That's my place, dude. That's where I do all my business. That's where I buy coffee, because I feel like if I'm going to use their parking lot to make sales, I'm going to buy a cup of coffee every couple of days. So I'm going to do that. I bought a lighter. It was way overpriced, $2, $1.99 for this fucking thing. So I'm going to post that shit on Instagram, and that's what I'm going to be launching these fucking things into space out in good old Northwest Harris County, where the fucking fireworks are legal as shit. You don't know if it's fucking rednecks.
Where
popping
freedom is free.
arrows. Freedom is fucking, it's freedom out here. So I'm going to show y'all give y'all a taste of that freedom. Whether if you're in Florida or if you're in California or wherever you're at, all these listeners. That's kind of primarily, aside from the Texas listeners, we're kind of a Florida, California type of podcast. So much love to those states. Once again, much love to the conscious experience. Like I said, I just kind of discovered these guys that had a good episode. They were live from a barbershop talking some real shit. Anyway, but yeah, 2020 is we're about to wrap that shit up in a bun. I do say, on the positive note, I know Rick's about like, I gotta fucking go. But once again,
No, dude, I'm good.
I'm gonna talk my ass off. Just give me 30 seconds to wrap this shit up, because this is the last episode of the year. 2020 was a fucked up year, but you know what? I'll have to say this: 2020 is when Skip the Noise started our fucking podcast. So I don't give a shit. I think this is the best year of my fucking life.
Guys, we're the Bill and Ted's of podcasting.
We are. We travel through time, and we're about to save this universe. George Carlin is gone. He is no longer here to guide us. So we are here. We are here to guide you. I feel like we are equipped to do that.
We are your Rufus.
We are your Rufus. 40 plus. Well, if you add it all up, we're looking at almost 120 years of experience to guide you through this universe. I feel like we do a pretty good job of that. I'm confident in saying that. And so fuck you to 2020. But also, you know what? There was a lot of positive that came out of 2020 in my personal life. Maybe not for yours. There's always a positive side, but like Ben said, just to echo that sentiment, buckle up. 2020 is not the relief. It's not going to all go away now. We're still in this bullshit. Just because the number changes on the fucking calendar doesn't mean this bullshit is over with. So get your helmet on. Stay, like David Goggins said, fucking stay hard. Shit ain't going away. Do your push-ups. Take your cold showers. Get your burpees in, because we're in for a ride, man. Eat some salads. Fucking.
And with that sweet send off, Rick, any parting comments for 2021?
No, man, I'm good. This shit's not gonna be over. Yeah, he's right. So we're gonna continue podcasting. We're gonna show the world that. We're gonna show the world. What? Yeah, that not everyone's gone crazy.
Nope. You know? Because we're gonna be popping Benadryls and drinking beers, guys. We're gonna rip this motherfucker.
That's right.
Up.
Petting stray cats.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with that, guys, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram. You know how to find us. Please let us know if you guys have any ideas on anything you want us to talk about, or commentary.
Yeah, man, interact with us.
Please, we need interaction. We want to do the best we can. And if you have, if you can, leave us a review on iTunes or anywhere that you can get us. Please leave us a nice little review, and that way we can keep growing this, guys. Remember, this is grassroots, nothing crazy. We're just doing this to do it. So thanks for everything. Thanks for listening, and Happy New Year, guys.
All right. Happy New Year. All right, guys.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.